Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and today's video is my match reaction to Atalanta 2, Manchester United 2, and for some reason this draw feels like a win, because if we beat Villarreal we are safe and we will not get knocked into the Europa League for a second year in a row, and I do think we will beat Villarreal. Have the standards at this football club dropped that we're celebrating a win that we scraped versus Atalanta? Yes. Do I care? No. Ronaldo's the GOAT. As long as we didn't lose that game, I was going to be happy. I mean, I'm not really that happy because Ollie's out. Ollie needs to go. The tactics were poor. We played bad. It was undeserved. But let me just take a minute to review the match. Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest of all time. Now in the Champions League, Cristiano is the GOAT without debate. You can debate him or Messi overall, but in the Champions League, Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest of all time without a bloody debate. This guy can do it in every single league. Ronaldo can do it in every single bloody league. It doesn't matter. And they'll go, but he only plays for the best teams in the league. This Man United side has a crap coach, is underperforming, and has a crap manager with no tactics. Ronaldo is doing it at 36 years of age in the hardest league in the world, plus the Champions League, for a Manchester United side that gives him no service. We give him no service. We're underperforming. We're playing atrociously. We deserve to lose every game we win. And we are winning that game because of Cristiano Ronaldo. We're not called Manchester United anymore, guys. We are not called Manchester United anymore. We are changing our name to Ronaldo FC. We are changing the name of this club to Ronaldo FC because where the fuck would we be without him? Ronaldo FC, Ronaldo United, because I don't know where we'd be without him. I mean, Ollie wouldn't be manager, which is probably a good thing, but where would we be without Cristiano Ronaldo right now? We'd have 0 points in the group stage if it wasn't for Ronaldo. We'd have 0 points. He bails us out versus Atalanta last minute. He bails us out last week versus Atalanta last minute. He bails us out last minute versus Villarreal. Ronaldo has literally won us every single point we've picked up in the Champions League, guys. No debate, no question. He is the GOAT. You know, Messi can't even do it in the bloody Farmers League for a PSG side that are miles ahead of every other club in that league. Ronaldo is doing it for a Manchester United side, and every other club in the Premier League looks better than Manchester United. Every other team in the Premier League looks better than Manchester United, but Ronaldo's doing it in the Premier League, in the Champions League, for a club that doesn't have a proper manager, doesn't have proper tactics, doesn't have a proper coach, that isn't giving Ronaldo any service, and he is 36 years of age, and he can do it in any league without service for an underperforming side. He can do it for bad teams. He can do it for badly managed teams. He can do it for teams that are underperforming. He wins you games because he's the GOAT. I do not care. Ronaldo is the Champions League GOAT. Let's not even put this up for debate. Smash a like for Cristiano Ronaldo. If Ronaldo's your GOAT, smash a like on the video because, look, Messi's fantastic. But he's all about Barcelona. Ronaldo does it in every league on the international stage, and he's doing it for us. We are Ronaldo FC. Forget Manchester United. Forget Manchester United. We are not Manchester United anymore. We are Ronaldo FC because I do not know where the hell we'd be without that man, Cristiano Ronaldo. He is literally carrying us. Watching Manchester United is like a punishment, and then you get your reward for watching the punishment. When I watch Manchester United, I feel like I'm being punished for 89 minutes, and then you just get that 1 minute of fantasticness from Cristiano Ronaldo to reward you for your hard work of watching Manchester United. If you have insomnia, watch Man United, they'll help you go to sleep. But Ronaldo, he'll wake you the fuck back up because he is the GOAT. Smash a like on the video, by the way, and do subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football. If you're new to the channel, I do daily Manchester United content on the channel, so make sure you subscribe for that because I'm going to be live for the Manchester derby and a reaction for that. And I can't wait. I'm in the mood. Yes, we played bad. Yes, City, if we play this bad against City, City could smash us like Liverpool. But when you have Ronaldo, you can be happy. Like, I'm not happy with that performance. I'm going to critique that performance. I'm going to go in. But when you have Ronaldo, you can't be too mad. And the goal we scored was fantastic. Let me just talk. Actually, one more thing. I've gone on about Ronaldo. Can we just sit there for a moment and just go Eric Bailly? Can we just sit there and go Eric Bailly? Because he was fantastic as well. When Varane went off, we were disgraceful at the back. We are very, very shaky at the back about Rafael Varane. And one of the reasons we're so shaky at the back is because Harry Maguire has turned into the most expensive fridge in the world. He's turned into the most expensive midfielder. It's not been good. We are a mess at the back at the moment, guys. We are an absolute mess at the back. And, you know, we have £80 million record-breaking signing centre-back Harry Maguire. And we have Eric Bailly that hasn't played a game for Manchester United since the Carabao Cup loss to West Ham over a month ago. If you had never watched Manchester United before, and if you didn't know anything about Manchester United, and you watched Bailly and you watched Maguire, and someone said to you, which of those centre-backs is an £80 million world record signing, and which of those centre-backs will only get game time if all the other centre-backs are injured? And you'd be saying Maguire's the centre-back that only gets game time if they're all injured, and Bailly's the £80 million centre-back if you watch that game. Eric Bailly was so clear of Harry Maguire. Maguire was atrocious. Maguire, for me, is the worst player on the pitch today, and he is captain. Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes have to call Harry Maguire their bloody captain because he's Ollie's favourite. Maguire got captaincy after 6 months at this club because he's Ollie's favourite and he's undroppable. Eric Bailly has done today a better performance than Maguire's done in the last 6 months for Manchester United. Rafael Varane has showed that he is our best centre-back. I tell you what, Ollie would rather drop Varane than drop Maguire. That is how much Ollie loves Maguire. Even though without Varane, we are atrocious at the back. Varane has showed he is our best centre-back by a mile. And Harry Maguire needs to be dropped. I do not care if he's captain. He has been atrocious. Eric Bailly has been clear of Harry Maguire. He concedes 5 goals to Liverpool, concedes 4 goals to Leicester. If it wasn't for Eric Bailly bailing him out, we would have conceded about 5 goals to Atalanta. If Lindelof had started and not Bailly, if it was Lindelof and Maguire and not Bailly and Maguire today, we would have lost that game 4-2. I tell you that now. Eric Bailly, smash a like for Eric Bailly. I mean, I would give him man of the match, but Ronaldo just scored the best freaking volley ever. That I have to give it to Ronaldo because he's the reason. I mean, him and Bailly are the reasons that we're coming home with a point tonight. Ronaldo and Bailly are single-handedly the reason we're coming home with a point tonight. And I will go on Maguire, I will go on Scott, I will go on Pogba. But I just want to say that out right now. Bailly did a great job. Only 128 likes needed for 200 likes. So smash that like button, guys. It costs nothing to hit that like button. So let's go for 200 likes. Keep hitting that like button and all of that. But Eric Bailly did a great job, guys. I wanted to throw that out, but let me get into it. Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. Cristiano bloody Goto Ronaldo is 36 years of age. Did you know a week ago, lazy journalists were coming out and saying Ronaldo's the problem at Manchester United. Ronaldo's made Manchester United worse. Oh my God, Man United need to drop Ronaldo. People were saying Ronaldo was the problem at this club and that we needed to drop him. These journalists are mad. Harry Kane, there's nothing wrong with Harry Kane at the moment. Harry Kane is brilliant. There's nothing wrong with Harry Kane at the moment. But these same journalists that won't go on Harry Kane or won't talk about Harry Kane's dip in form are the same journalists that will say Ronaldo's the problem at Manchester United. He needs to be dropped. He's crap. He's 36. He can't do it in the Premier League. These journalists are a mark because Ronaldo has scored, I think Ronaldo's got 15 goals and 13 starts this season at 36 years of age. And by the way, Ronaldo, you know, Lukaku's clear of Ronaldo. We're hearing Lukaku's clear of Ronaldo. He just can't do it in the Premier League. Man United are playing shit. We are playing shit. We've got no tactics. The coaching is abysmal at this club. We are like a mess. We are. We are. We are not playing well. We're getting outplayed every game. Ronaldo is getting no service. But all of a sudden, it takes one pass to Ronaldo and this moments of brilliance for him to rescue our point. Ronaldo is a Champions League GOAT because he can do it at 36 for a shit Manchester United side that are underperforming in the hardest league in the world. So smash a like if you agree with me on that, guys. I mean, I am like just in the mood to go on and on and on, but we're just being a bit passionate. So smash a like, subscribe if you're new, by the way. But I want to actually get into the talking points. We've had a little bit of a blah, 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 blah for 8 minutes. Ronaldo the GOAT. But if Varane wasn't injured, Ollie would drop Bailly again. He's been brilliant but before under Ollie and then goes missing from selection for months. And this is a really good point from Andrew. Back to Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly was fantastic today. He would have been man of the match if Ronaldo didn't score that winner. Eric Bailly was miles clear of Maguire. Maguire looked like the player that never plays for Manchester United and only gets game time if everyone else is injured. And Bailly looked like the £80 million signing tonight. And the thing that absolutely infuriates me, and this is one of the reasons I'm OLE out, because if you want to be an elite manager, you cannot have favourites. If you want to be the best manager, if you want to win trophies, you cannot have favoritism. And if you watch Maguire and you watch Bailly, Harry Maguire deserves to be dropped and Eric Bailly deserves to start versus Manchester City. But I call it now. Ollie would rather play a Lindelof that is slightly injured over Eric Bailly, despite the performance Eric Bailly put in tonight. Lindelof and Maguire will play versus Manchester City and Bailly will be on the bench when everyone knows that Harry Maguire should be dropped and Eric Bailly should be starting. I like Maguire. I know he's a good player, but he has not been good since the Euros. Same with Luke Shaw. And when Maguire's conceded 5 versus Liverpool, 4 versus Leicester, isn't 100% fit and looked atrocious, and you've got Eric Bailly putting in a man of the match performance next to him, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer goes to Manchester City, plays Lindelof and Maguire because Varane's injured and drops Bailly, that again shows why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will never be a top manager, because you cannot have favoritism if you want to be a top manager. You have to reward the players that are performing well, because we've played the same underperforming players for a year now. It's not changed up, and that's why we've had no success as a club. I call that now. I have to say this out now. I'm a big fan of Paul Pogba, and I do believe Scott McTominay is a good player, but Scott and Pogba do not work together in a pivot. I don't care. Scott and Pogba don't work together in the pivot. 5 minutes we saw Donny and Matic play together. Donny and Matic did more in 5 minutes together, progressed the ball forward, and did more patterns of play in 5 minutes together than Scott and Pogba did in the whole game they played together. Scott McTominay and Paul Pogba were absolutely atrocious today. Scott and Pogba were giving the ball away, giving the ball away, giving the ball away. We have Donny and Matic on the pitch for 5 minutes, who are our last two choice midfielders, and they controlled that game. Donny almost scored a winner, and they played a part in the Ronaldo goal. Obviously, they didn't really play a part, but they moved the ball forward. Donny and Matic linked up the ball well, moved it forward. Donny almost got an assist. He tried to cut it back to Greenwood. Donny almost scored a bloody goal, and we scored. We didn't have a single shot on target in the second half until Donny van de Beek came on the pitch for Scott McTominay. You know, Donny and Matic are miles ahead of Scott and Pogba. I mean, as individual players, Pogba's obviously better than Donny, Pogba's obviously better than Matic, but Donny and Matic control the midfield. They don't give the ball away sillily. Scott McTominay and Paul Pogba must have given the ball away at least 50 times between them. They were not good today. Maguire was the worst player on the pitch, followed by Pogba, followed by Scott McTominay. Donny van de Beek only gets 5 minutes. Imagine if we put Donny van de Beek on in the 70th minute and we've given him 20 minutes. We might have won that game 3-2, because in the 5 minutes that Donny van de Beek and Jadon Sancho were on the pitch, we played the best 5 minutes we did in the whole of the second half. The best 5 minutes we did in the whole of the second half was with Donny and Sancho on the pitch. Yes, these are two players that Ole's brought that he won't play because he won't drop his favourites. Bailly needs to start against City. I agree with you there, but I am pretty sure it's going to be Maguire and Lindelof again, Fred in front of them. This is the problem. McTominay and Fred underperforming this season. Maguire massively underperforming this season. Bailly's been absolutely fantastic. Matic hasn't put a foot wrong this season other than the Southampton game. And Donny comes on and completely changes the game. And Donny was man of the match in his last 2 starts to Manchester United. Yet, we are going to play Scott, Fred, Maguire and Lindelof versus Manchester City. Varane is injured. We are a mess at the back without Rafael Varane. Rafael Varane is carrying Maguire. Maguire next to Varane looks so much better than Maguire without Varane. Varane is injured. Varane probably won't be available for Manchester City unless Ole will play him injured. But if Varane's not available, this manager will play Lindelof and Maguire versus Manchester City and not Eric Bailly, when Maguire has been shocking all season and Eric Bailly proved today he is clear of Harry Maguire. Eric Bailly's shown us today that he deserves to start. And this is why I'm Ole out. This is why I'm Ole out, because if you want to win trophies, Ole, if you want to be an elite manager, you can't prioritise your favourites over what's best for the club. Maguire is captain, but he should not be captain. You gave him captaincy after 6 months at this club. Maguire is not a leader. Bruno, Ronaldo, they can be captain. David De Gea deserves captain more than Harry Maguire. I'm sorry, Maguire needs to be dropped and Bailly needs to start. But I know, Ole, Bailly's going on the bench for Manchester City, and Maguire and Lindelof are going to start over Bailly against Manchester City, despite the Bailly masterclass. If it wasn't for Eric Bailly, we would have conceded 4 goals. Eric Bailly was perfect. Maguire was at fault for the second goal. Maguire played him onside, and Maguire got mugged off, and Maguire got made to look like a freaking fridge. That's why they call him the fridge. Favoritism FC is killing Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't have tactics. Well, he does have tactics, but he doesn't have good tactics. It's sit deep and do the ball over the top and losing possession. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not have good tactics. But if you don't have good tactics, at least perform the players that are performing the best and the best players. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won't pick the best players, won't pick the players that are performing the best, and does not actually have proper tactics. And it's so infuriating to watch, because Donny and Matic in 5 minutes so much better than McTominay and Pogba. Now, McTominay and Pogba are probably better individuals than Donny and Matic, but a midfield is about a team. Midfield is about controlling the ball. Pogba and McTominay gave the ball away. Pogba and McTominay kept giving the ball away. Donny only got 5 minutes on the pitch. Sancho only got 5 minutes on the pitch. But we didn't have a single shot on target in the second half until Donny and Sancho came on. And then all of a sudden, the 5 minutes that Donny and Sancho on the pitch, we had 3 shots, I think, and Donny had a shot and almost scored a winner. Donny almost assisted Greenwood for a winner. Donny and Sancho, moved the ball forward, played a part in the ball that eventually got to Ronaldo. Donny and Sancho in 5 minutes actually kind of got us a point. If OLE doesn't make that change and Scott McTominay stays on the pitch, I guarantee you we would have lost that game 2-1. I guarantee you that, even with the Ronaldo brilliance, because what the difference was with Donny and Matic compared to Pogba and McTominay. Donny and Matic can keep the ball. They don't need to do long balls over the top. They can keep the ball. They can move it quickly. They can move it forward. They can do one touch play. Donny and Matic can keep the ball. They can progress the ball forward, and they can play intelligent plays. We've seen Matic come on as a sub 3 times this season and get an assist. Yet Pogba and Fred and Pogba and McTominay will start over Matic. And I think Matic and Donny, for me, should start in the pivot for Manchester United, because if you actually look at form and who deserves to start, Matic and Donny should be starting the pivot, and Eric Bailly should be starting the centre-back alongside a fit Rafael Varane. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wasn't a manager on favouritism and went on form and who deserves to play, it's De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka right back, Bailly centre-back, Varane centre-back, probably Tellers maybe given a go at left-back if he does a good job, but he hasn't been that great, Tellers. Matic and Donny in the pivot, because Paul Pogba is leaving on a free anyway, so and Donny van de Beek could be the future of this club if he gets game time, because he's a young player. Bruno Fernandes as a cam, Rashford on the left, Sancho on the right, Ronaldo up top, and I guarantee you, if we played that starting 11 that I named, we'd be playing a lot better than we did today. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer played the exact starting 11 I named versus Atalanta rather than the starting 11 he did, I guarantee, even if it was the same tactics, we'd still look or play better. Because you know what? Passionate players that play for the badge, Ole, your favourites aren't always the right choices. And look, I'm Ole out. Ole could win 10 games in a row, and I'm Ole out because I'm finished with this favouritism, because I know it's going to be Lindelof and Maguire playing ahead of Eric Bailly. And I have to say this now, Maguire has been atrocious all season. Maguire has been poor. Maguire has massively underperformed for Manchester United, and Maguire needs to be dropped. And he won't be dropped because our manager is about favouritism. He's not a captain. He came out after the 5-0 loss to Liverpool and said, I'm only here because I have to be. What kind of captain says that, guys? What kind of captain says that? I don't want to go on. I don't want to rant, but that's just how I feel. But guys, if you've just joined the thing, please do smash a like on the video if you have not already, and subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football to stay up to date with all the latest Manchester United news, updates and more. I'm going to be live over the weekend for the Manchester Derby, as well as a live match reaction after the Manchester Derby. So if you're new to the channel and you've not seen my face before, make sure you do go ahead and subscribe, because I will obviously be giving you my Manchester Derby watch along match reaction, and I'm going to keep you updated with all the latest Manchester United news and all that. So do subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. We're on the road to 22k. It's free to subscribe, it's free to like, so you might as well for daily United content. But for everyone joining, we've got over 400 in the thing, by the way. Smash a like on the video. But Ronaldo is the GOAT. Ronaldo is the GOAT, guys. I was saying this at the start of the video. Cristiano Ronaldo is 36 years of age, yet he's bailing out Manchester United for the 3rd Champions League game in a row. 3 Champions League games in a row out of 4 this season. 3 out of 4 Champions League games this season. Ronaldo has bailed us out. Ronaldo is 36. He's getting no service. He's playing for a side that is coached ridiculously poor, and he is bailing us out in the last minute every game. 90th minute, I think 80th minute last week, and the 90th minute the week before. Ronaldo is the reason we are still in the Champions League. We would have been knocked out. We would have been bottom of our group if it wasn't for Ronaldo. We'd be on 0 points. I don't care if you think Messi's the GOAT, but Ronaldo is doing it in every league at 36 years of age, and is carrying a Manchester United squad that is underperforming week in, week out. I said this at the start of the video. We are not Manchester United anymore. We are Ronaldo FC, guys, because where the hell would we be if we did not sign Cristiano Ronaldo this season? We would be bottom of our Champions League group, and for a second year in a row, we would have been knocked out the Champions League if it wasn't for Ronaldo. We'd be nowhere without Ronaldo this season. We'd be relegation contenders. The only thing bad Cristiano Ronaldo has done for Manchester United is keep Ole in a job for a 5th time in a row. That's the only thing bad Ronaldo's done. Is all he's doing is keeping Ole in a job. Those idiots that came out and said Ronaldo's the problem at Manchester United. Ronaldo's the problem at Manchester United. He's making them worse. Are looking like fools. Ronaldo has 15 goals in his last 13 games, guys. Ronaldo is 36. He has 15 goals in his last 13 starts. He's carrying an underperforming Manchester United side that have no taxes and giving no service. He's getting no service, and he's doing it in the best league in the world. Lionel Messi can't even score in the Farmers League for the best team in the Farmers League. PSG are absolutely clear of everyone in Ligue 1, and Lionel Messi can't score in Ligue 1. Ronaldo is playing for a shockingly coached, probably the worst coach side in the Premier League, and is scoring screamers out of nothing. So smash a like on the video if Cristiano Ronaldo is your GOAT. And I'm hoping he's going to go and ruin Manchester City at the weekend. I will be doing a live watch along for Manchester United versus Manchester City at the weekend and a match reaction. So make sure you subscribe for that, by the way. But the main talking points of this video for you that just joined is Ronaldo's the GOAT. Like, you can debate who's the GOAT overall, Ronaldo or Messi, but when it comes to the Champions League, Ronaldo is the GOAT without debate. When it comes to the Champions League, Cristiano Ronaldo is the GOAT without debate. He's going to save us in the Manchester derby. I'm excited for Ronaldo to return to the Manchester derby and score. And you know what? Cristiano Ronaldo is 36 years of age, guys. Let that sink in. He's 36 and he's still looking like a player that's in his prime. Ronaldo's not even in his prime and he's saving us. Imagine if we had prime Ronaldo right now. He's 36 years of age. Absolutely mad. He is saving OLE a job. Mr. Champions League has 5 goals in 4 UCL games. Ronaldo has 5 goals in 4 UCL games this season. That is absolute madness, considering if you look at every Champions League game we played, young boys, we were absolutely atrocious. We got outplayed. At Villarreal, we were really lucky to win. We wouldn't have beat Villarreal if it wasn't for Ronaldo. We were atrocious. We got outplayed. Atalanta twice, they were the better team. They deserved something from the games. Ronaldo has literally carried an underperforming Manchester United side. It's absolutely crazy how good this guy is, guys. And if you don't rate Ronaldo, and if you still think Ronaldo is the problem at Manchester United, then you guys, the people that think Ronaldo's the problem at Manchester United is crazy. I've got a stat to show you guys. I've got a stat to show you guys. Smash a like on the video, by the way, if you have not already, and do subscribe. It costs nothing to hit that like button. So if you have not hit that like button, please do. But this is our man, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo and Cavani must start in the lineup. I have to say, Cavani's always good when he comes on. Cavani is like our super sub. I think Ronaldo and Cavani will start versus Manchester City. I don't think Rashford was particularly good today. I will get into that later, but 94th minute, 81st minute winner, and 91st minute equaliser. Ronaldo, he's keeping OLE in the job. The only bad thing Ronaldo's done for United is keep OLE in the job, guys. That's all he is. You know, he's not the problem at Manchester United. He's keeping OLE in the job, but that's all it is. That's absolutely all it is. I mean, how good could this team be with a proper coach, manager? This is what do you know what I was thinking today? So those last 5 minutes, we brought Sancho and Donny on in the last 5 minutes of the match. And Ronaldo scored a brilliant goal. Both goals we scored were fantastic. The team play between Greenwood, Bruno, and Ronaldo. A lot of people are anti-Greenwood at the moment, and I think I picked up on this. A lot of people are anti-Greenwood, saying he needs to be dropped. He's selfish. I don't get it. Greenwood's one of my favourite players. I think why people want to drop Greenwood is because they want to see Sancho on the right wing. I think if we hadn't got signed Sancho, no one would be saying drop Greenwood. I think people only want Greenwood dropped because, you know, they want to see Sancho on the right wing. And I want to drop Greenwood to see Sancho on the right wing. But Greenwood actually, when you think about it, doesn't actually really deserve to be dropped because he's our top scorer in the Premier League with Ronaldo. And Greenwood was involved in both goals today. Greenwood, it went Greenwood, Bruno, Ronaldo goal. No, it went Bruno, Greenwood, Bruno, Ronaldo goal. Greenwood was involved in the first goal, and Greenwood was involved in the second goal. So actually, in a weird way, Rafael Varane's injury and him having to come off and us having to sub Greenwood on because Rafael Varane was injured, in a weird way, could be a good thing. Now, it's not a good thing because he's going to be out for Manchester City and we're going to get fucked. But what I mean is, Varane comes off, you know, Greenwood comes on. Greenwood obviously plays a part in 2 goals. Ronaldo's, you know, we get something from that match from playing a back 4. I just hope we don't see too much more with the back 5. I understand playing the back 5 versus Manchester City with Cavani and Ronaldo's split strikers. But again, don't want to see the back 5. Don't really want to see the 4-2-3-1. Do you know what I want to see at Manchester United, guys? I want to see us play the 4-2-3-1 with Matic and Donny in the pivot. That's what I want to see. I want to see Sancho on the right, Bailly at centre-back, and Matic and Donny in the pivot. I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to go out there and reward the players that deserve to be rewarded. Because it infuriates me that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still playing his favourites. I know we're going to play Manchester City with Lindelof, Maguire and Fred. I know against Manchester City it's going to be Lindelof, Maguire and McTominay and Fred. Okay, Bailly's going to be dropped, Donny's going to be dropped, Matic is going to be dropped, when none of them do deserve to be dropped. We all know that. But unfortunately, that is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to do. And that's why I'm Ole out. And that's what I think is the most upsetting is because I just look at this Manchester United side and I'm just like, imagine how good this Manchester United squad could be under an elite manager. Now, like seriously, guys, imagine how good this side could be under an elite manager because we are being saved by individual brilliance. We are being saved by individual brilliance week in, week out. Individual brilliance is saving this club. And the goals we scored, the first goal was just out of this world. And the second goal was absolutely fantastic. This is individual brilliance. Imagine individual brilliance, but in a system where we actually are coached properly and we're playing proper football and we're dominating games. We are winning games that we're playing bad in because of individual brilliance. Imagine how much we'd be winning games if we were coached well in. If we're playing awful and still drawing and winning games and getting something out of the game because of individual brilliance, imagine if we deserve to win a game with the individual brilliance. We could be winning games 4-5-0 and we could see lots of goals and attacking football. And I just sit here and I say, one thing I want to take from this is just imagine how good this side could be with a proper coach that doesn't pick his favourites. Because a proper coach and a proper manager would have dropped Harry Maguire because Eric Bailly once again outperformed Harry Maguire. Eric Bailly was a level ahead of Harry Maguire today. Eric Bailly looked like an £80 million signing and Maguire looked like the last choice centre-back. Harry Maguire deserves to be dropped. He's been awful today. He's been awful all season. He was awful versus Liverpool. He was awful versus Leicester. Maguire 100% not fit. Harry Maguire deserves to be dropped. And a world-class manager, an elite manager that doesn't have favouritism, would drop Maguire, would give out Eric Bailly a well-deserved start, and he wouldn't play Scott and Pogba in the middle. And I've said this 100 times this live stream. Scott McTominay and Paul Pogba do not work in the pivot. 5 minutes of Donny and Matic, we did more than we did in the whole game with Scott and Pogba. And Scott and Pogba are better individuals than Donny and Matic. But as a system, as a team, as a pivot team that works, Donny van der Beek and Nemanja Matic, what did they do in 5 minutes? We created 3 attacking chances in 5 minutes with Donny and Matic on the pitch. We did not have a single shot on target in the second half until Donny and Sancho came on. And one thing I want to point out is you can see the almost, I'm not going to say individual brilliance, but you can see that Sancho and Donny are intelligent players, because when you're playing a team like Atalanta and you can't break them down and you're struggling and you keep losing the ball and you keep losing possession, you need intelligent players that aren't going to lose the ball ridiculously easily. That's what we need in this game. We need intelligent players that aren't going to lose the ball like that. That's what we need. And Donny and Sancho brought that. And the only thing is, I'm glad he brought Donny and Sancho on, but I generally think if Donny and Sancho had come on in the 70th minute instead of the 87th minute, we would have won that game 3-2, because Donny almost scored the winner and Donny almost assisted Greenwood to score the winner within 5 minutes of being on the pitch, because he got up in the right areas, got up in that box, but also did his defensive duty, and we looked better defensively with Donny and Matic because they weren't playing right through us. I just can't understand why we're going to see McFred play against Manchester City and we're going to see Bailly dropped and Maguire start against Manchester City, when anyone who watches that game would be like, that performance was poor. We only got a result because of Cristiano Ronaldo, the greatest of all time. Any elite manager that watches that game goes, they only got a result because they're the greatest player of all time. That was a poor performance against an Atalanta side that they're a lot stronger than. Any elite coach would go, that Maguire guy was awful. He needs to be dropped. That Bailly guy needs to start. They say Pogba and McTominay are awful, they need to be dropped. That Matic and Donny duo, they look good in the midfield. I'm going to give this Jadon Sancho a run, and he looks quite good as well. That's what any elite manager would do. But OLE is favoritism FC, by the way, guys. And that is the sad truth. Please do hit that like button if you have not already. It costs nothing to hit that like button, so it'd be very much appreciated if you guys hit that like button. Let's go for 400 likes, guys. So if everyone who hasn't hit the like button, please do hit that like button. If Ronaldo's your GOAT, smash that like button. If Ronaldo's the Champions League GOAT, if Ronaldo's the best ever Champions League player, hit that like button, by the way, guys, because it costs nothing. And please do subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're new to the channel and you've not seen my face before and you're like, who the fuck is this girl going on about Man United? I go on about Man United all the time. I do daily live streams giving you all the latest news on Manchester United. I do match reactions, watch-alongs, match previews, and transfer news updates. So if you want to stay up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and updates, subscribe. Going to be live at the weekend for the Manchester derby and a match reaction. So do make sure you're subscribed for that. But Eric Bailly, let's just smash a like for Eric Bailly. Did you know Wan-Bissaka also won 4 tackles in the space of 20 seconds as well? Crazy stat for you there, guys. And Bailly literally saved our arse. Bailly and Ronaldo saved our arse today. Ronaldo's 36 years. Eric Bailly actually won 11 duels. Eric Bailly made 4 interceptions and made 2 successful tackles, 2 blocks and 1 clearance. And one of the 2 blocks that Eric Bailly made stopped a goal. One of the Eric Bailly goals, that's what it was. That's what it was. And Ronaldo's got 5 goals in 4 Champions League games as well, guys, which is absolute madness. And he scored pretty much in the almost like the last minute of nearly every single game, which is crazy. And by the way, guys, if you support Manchester United, you've got to remember we're not called Manchester United anymore. We're called Ronaldo FC. We're no longer Manchester United. We're Ronaldo FC, guys, because I don't know where we'd be without him. And It's really crazy. Diego says man of the match, Bayer or Ronaldo. Look, Bayer and Ronaldo saved us in different ways. I think Ronaldo will get man of the match because he scored the goal, and look, people care more about attackers than defenders. But I think Eric Bayer was just as good at back as Cristiano Ronaldo. We are 6 subscribers away from 21.9k. I need 6 more people of the 400 watching to subscribe, and we'll hit 21.9k. So please do go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I'm going to be live over the weekend for the Manchester Derby. It's a Manchester United fan channel, so if you're a Man United fan, you want to stay up to date on content, talk to me, do go and subscribe down below. Ronaldo showed up again. Ronaldo's showing up once again. And Paul Pogba, you also have to sell. He sticks to the attacking game. Look, Paul Pogba's a great player, and we know how good Paul Pogba is. We see it for France. But Paul Pogba's problem is he's playing with McTominay. McTominay can't defend if his life depends on it. McTominay could not defend if his life depends on it. And I hate to say that because he's not a defensive player. If we brought Tuchemini and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't put favourites ahead of the performing players, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer played the players that are performing well, and he brought a proper CDM, and we played proper attacking football, and we had proper coaches at the club, we see better at Paul Pogba. The problem for Paul Pogba is he's in a system where we don't have proper coaches at Manchester United. We don't employ proper tactics, and he doesn't play next to someone good in the pivot, and he's played out of position. Now, I think Paul Pogba was atrocious today. I think Paul Pogba massively underperformed today. But I think one of the reasons Paul Pogba massively underperformed today was because, he plays next to McTominay in a system where he's got so much to do, lots of running to do, and we're not utilising the best. Get Tuchemini and get Paul Pogba in, play Varane and Bayer at the back, drop Maguire, deserve to be dropped, play a 4-3-3 of attacking expansive football with Donny maybe coming on and Matic in a pivot, and see what Paul Pogba can do. Viva Ronaldos, guys. Get your Viva Ronaldos in the chat, and do hit that like button if you have not already. How many likes are we on, by the way? We're on 384 likes. We need 16 likes for 400 likes, by the way. We need 16 more of you to hit that like button out of the 400 watching to get the 400 like target. So come on, you might as well do that, guys. I think you're overanalyzing too much. There's lots of things in running a football club that you're unaware of. Look, I agree. And Pogba's a great player, and 118 likes for 500 likes. So let's just go for 500 likes. Our first goal was a good team goal, the way we worked, and the cheeky Bruno assist. I mean, look, Bruno Fernandes has been fantastic this season as well. Bruno Fernandes has been absolutely fantastic this season. Bruno, I'm just going to say this now, obviously, Ronaldo's the problem at Manchester United first. Bruno Fernandes, remember, people said, the Bruno haters were like, Bruno's nothing without penalties. Bruno can't do it against the top 6 sides. Bruno this season has pretty much 15 goal contributions without penalties, the most assists in the Champions League, the hardest league in the world, and got goal contributions versus Spurs, typical top 6 side. Bruno did. So Bruno's got goal contributions versus a top 6 side this season. Bruno hasn't scored a single penalty this season, yet Bruno Fernandes' stats are still clear of Mr. Kevin De Bruyne. Bruno Fernandes, let me show you this. Bruno stats. People need to admit that Bruno has been clear of Kevin De Bruyne for over a year now. Bruno has been clear of Kevin De Bruyne for over a year now, but no one wants to admit it because, people hate Bruno. People hate Bruno. Look, he's on 8 assists now. They haven't updated it. He's on 8 assists. Bruno's on 8 assists and 4 goals because they haven't updated it yet. 12 goal contributions Bruno Fernandes has in 1,122 minutes, and he hasn't taken a single penalty this season, and he's a midfielder for an underperforming side. Bruno has 5 assists in the Champions League, so it is 8 assists. Bruno has 8 assists and 4 goals this season in an underperforming Manchester United side in the Champions League, in the Premier League, and he's a midfielder and not taking a single penalty. Just let that sink in. Thank you very much, Nigel, for the super sticker, by the way, but just thought I'd throw in some Bruno Fernandes stats. And look, let's look at Ronaldo. Let's look at Ronaldo, guys. Let's look at Ronaldo's stats this season. Cristiano Ronaldo, here we go. They probably won't update it. Let's go to Ronaldo's stats this season. Stats, current season. Again, Ronaldo, 8 goals. He's on 8 goals, by the way. No, he's on 9 goals. They haven't updated Ronaldo's. Ronaldo's on 9 goals and 1 assist. 10 goal contributions in 11 games. And he's finished, and he's 36, and he's doing it for an underperforming Manchester United side again. It just sums it up. Bruno took 1 pen, but he didn't score it. Like, he hasn't scored a penalty. That's what I mean. Bruno is better than Kevin De Bruyne. Bruno has been better than Kevin De Bruyne for over a year. And Andrew says, Alice, even a half-decent manager is able to pick their best players. What is Ollie doing with the selection every week? Shaking my head, says Andrew. This is the thing. Look, we've got a point from the game. All we need to do is beat Atalanta, and we're through in the group. Good, great, brilliant. but I'm still Ollie out because I just still watch this game and I'm not convinced by this manager because I know that the players that played well today, other than Ronaldo, the players that played well and made an impact were the players that aren't going to play against Manchester City. Ollie's favourites. The one thing about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is there's two players Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will never drop. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's two favourite players are Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay. Ollie's two favourites are Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay, and they would probably, after Paul Pogba, they were probably the two worst players on the pitch. Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay were up there, two of the three worst players on the pitch. But they will never be dropped on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because they're his favourites. When Eric Bailly has put in a man of the match performance and deserves to start over Harry Maguire, and we'll see Eric Bailly on the bench versus Manchester City, and we'll see Maguire starting and Maguire making the same old mistakes. You know, you need to reward players that are performing and you need to drop players that are underperforming because we'll never grow as a side if underperforming players know that they can underperform week in, week out and still play. Scott and Maguire should be dropped based off that performance. They should have been dropped based off the 4-2 to Leicester, and they most definitely should have been dropped based off the 5-0 to Liverpool. They were never dropped. Eric Bailly comes on, man of the match game. He's going to be dropped because after a man of the match performance. Donny van der Beek in his 5-minute cameo almost scores, almost gets an assist, and completely takes hold of that midfield. And we had the best 5-minute spell of the second half with Donny and Sancho on the pitch. They ain't starting next game because this manager will rather play his favourites than reward players that are performing well and deserve to play and deserve to get a chance. Because look, if we're top of the league right now and he's playing with Fred and Maguire and Lindelof week in, week out, we're top of the league, I'm not going to complain. But when we've been playing as badly as we have this season and underperforming, and the games we win, we don't deserve to win, and individual brilliance is saving us week in, week out, why can't you change up a few players? Because I generally don't believe that Donny van der Beek or Bailly, if they started today, would have done a worse job than Scott or Maguire. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you know, Bailly was clear of Maguire. I think if Donny and Matic had started the game and we played 4 at the back from the begin with and Sancho on the right-hand side, I don't even think we would have drew that game. I think we would have won that game. That's how I feel. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it goes with what he wants, you know. Man City game on Saturday is the last before international break. I guess Donny looking forward to international break so he can play football for Holland. Donny doesn't get picked for Holland anymore. And you know what infuriates me is Donny van der Beek in his last start for Manchester United was man of the match. And he's only and this is the only 5 minutes he's got since his man of the match performance over a month ago. Donny van der Beek was man of the match when he started versus Wolves in the Premier League and hasn't got a Premier League start since. Just like Eric Bailly is probably man of the match today. Ronaldo would get it. Eric Bailly is probably man of the match today and Ronaldo would get it. But Bailly probably won't get a start for another 2 months. Just like Donny was man of the match at the end of last season in the Premier League, won't get another start probably ever for Manchester United in the Premier League unless, you know, McTominay and Fred die. Like, generally, I don't know what he has to do to get a start. And that's what I don't like. And I know I've been saying it again and again and again, but I just wish Ollie would reward the players that are actually playing well week in, week out. I just wish Ollie would go, you know what? They deserve a chance. I'm going to reward them. But he won't. And I think that's what's going to cause us to struggle. Smash a like on the video, by the way, if you haven't already. We're going for 500 likes by the end of the live stream. Only 62 likes needed for 500 likes, guys. So do smash that like button. And Dave says, Alice, be honest, Fred is a better player than McTominay. Going forward, McTominay is better than Fred, but defensively, Fred is better than McTominay. And if you have to play one in the pivot, Fred and Pogba is better than McTominay and Pogba, because McTominay and Pogba don't work. We've seen it loads of times, but Ollie still goes a bit. Who cares about Maguire confidence? But Ollie, yeah, honestly. And I think Maguire should leave next year. Sorry, I just coughed. I wouldn't get rid of Maguire. I think he's a good player. I just think he needs a break. I think he's overplayed, and I think he deserves to be dropped. He needs to kick up the arse. I think Maguire knows he's untouchable. I think one of the problems with Harry Maguire is he's untouchable at Manchester United. He can be as bad as he wants, but he's never going to get dropped. Varane would get dropped before Maguire, and we've seen this season that how shit we are about Varane. Ollie will never get sacked by a dispendable because he's a yes man that doesn't challenge them. As long as he keeps them in the Champions League, they'll keep him. Yeah, it's true. As long as Ollie keeps the Champions League place, the Glazers will keep Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That is facts. And Maguire is a trophy. United will go trophyless this season. Look, if we're going to win a trophy, it'll probably be the Champions League off Ronaldo brilliance. I tell you what. I'm going to call this now. Listen, guys. If Manchester, we're not going to. I don't believe we're going to. But if Manchester United win the Champions League this season, that will confirm that Ronaldo has to be the GOAT. I'm sorry. If Ronaldo takes this Manchester United side with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and carries them to a Champions League title this season, he has to be the GOAT over Messi. Whether you're Messi FC or not, if Ronaldo takes Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wins the Champions League with Ronaldo, Ronaldo has to be the best of all time, because there's no way a manager like Ole Solskjaer could ever win a Champions League unless a player does it off their own bat. So if we win the Champions League, it will confirm Ronaldo's the best of all time. That is how I feel about this situation. And people are going to be like, you're crazy, you're mad, like what the hell? But if we win, like, we're not going to win the Champions League. I don't believe we're going to win the Champions League, but if we do, that means Ronaldo is the GOAT. Like, it means Ronaldo is the absolute GOAT. Do you know what I mean? By the way, guys, smash a like on the video and share the stream if you haven't already. We're going to get into player ratings in just a minute, so let me know your man of the match down below and all of that. But we are going to get into the player ratings in 1 second. I'm just taking a quick drink of water. But let me know your man of the match down below. And Diego says Bruno and Green have got the assist for the goals just in CR7's second goal. Well, the CR7's second goal was brilliant. And Conte, will Conte get Spurs top 4? Possibly, but we'll talk about that for another day. I still have a bit of a cough, by the way, guys, because I got long COVID. I've had a cough for like 4 weeks, so I do apologise that I keep coughing, but it is what it is. And people saying Bayern man of match, people saying Ronaldo man of match. Okay, we are going to get into the player ratings of this video, guys. So smash a like on the video, subscribe down below, by the way. We are really, really close to 22,000 subscribers. This is going to be a mad one. I need 70 more people to subscribe for me to hit 22k. Is that possible? We've got over 300 people watching. There's probably 70 of you guys in here that aren't subscribed. If everyone's not subscribed, wants to subscribe, I do daily United content. Please do subscribe, because we're 70 subscribers away from 22k. Is that possible? So subscribe if you're not subscribed. It's free. It costs nothing. Fred man of the match, he didn't play. But sorry, let's actually get into the player ratings, guys. Let's get into player ratings, because I've been going on about subscribing and liking and Ronaldo and Ollie not dropping his favourites for very too long. I've been very repetitive. I've been very repetitive this stream, but I just have to keep saying my points and points and points and points and points. I did have something to quickly say. Bruno is fantastic. How good could this team be with a proper coach? And Varane injury concerns. There's some notes that I didn't read out, but let me get into my player ratings. David De Gea, for a change, I'm going to have to give a 5, because he should have saved the first goal and he didn't make any world-class saves. So De Gea for me is getting a 5. But let me know what you give De Gea in the chat. I'd normally give him a 6, 7, 8, 9. His worst game in the Man United shirt. Wan-Bissaka for me didn't put a foot wrong. Actually was quite good defensively. Actually looked quite good going forward. I think ever since Wan-Bissaka's got sent off, he's looked really good for United. Now, I don't know if that's because we saw how awful Delo was and we're really starting to appreciate Wan-Bissaka for the underrated player he is. But I feel like since that red card versus Young Boys, Wan-Bissaka has just looked really, really good for Manchester United, hasn't he? Like he just has. So I'm giving him a 7. Eric Bailly, for me, he gets a 9. I would normally give Eric Bailly an 8 because he conceded 2 goals. But the reason I give Eric Bailly a 9 is because he starts about 1 game every 3 months. And for a player that starts to go 1 game every 3 months to put in a performance like that, when he's playing next to an absolute fridge next to him, he deserves a 9. He would normally get a 9 if it was a clean sheet, but I'm giving him a 9 just because of the little game time. Rafa Varane, I'm going to give a 6 because he barely played, but he didn't put a foot wrong. Look how bad we were without him. It just shows how crucial he is to this team. A lot of people saying Bailly's a 9 and 10. A lot of people in the chat giving Eric Bailly a 9 there. Harry Maguire, 3. 3, absolutely awful. I mean, plays him onside, can't even defend the goal. Harry Maguire is just a straight up 3. Like, not good from Harry Maguire whatsoever, was it? Got to be a 3 for Maguire. Luke Shaw, 5. Didn't think Luke Shaw was brilliant. Crossing was off, giving the ball away. Wasn't as bad as Maguire. Wasn't really at fault defensively. But Luke Shaw, again, for me, wasn't fantastic. A lot of people giving Maguire 2s and 3s in the chat as well. Scott McTominay, 4. Average. Gave the ball away a lot. Poor. Looked better when he came off the pitch. But as soon as Scott McTominay came off the pitch, we looked like a good team. Paul Pogba, 4 again. Awful. Gave the ball away. Atrocious. Paul Pogba was probably worse than McTominay, but when McTominay gave the ball away, it caused a goal. So that's why I give them both a 4. Bruno, 7. Got an assist. Absolutely got an assist. Bruno, 7 was pretty good. Rashford, below average. 5. What did he do? Ronaldo has to get a 9 because he won us the game. Greenwood has to get 7 because he was involved in both goals. And Nemanja Matic has to get 6 because he came on and changed the game. Cavani has to get a 6 because he came on and changed the game. And Donny van de Beek, I'll give a bloody 7 because he came on and changed the game. And Sancho, I'll give a bloody 7 because their 5-minute cameo, they did something. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'm giving him a 5. Giving him an absolute 5 out of 10. Because you know what? Eric Bailly is probably most people's man of the match. Eric Bailly is my man of the match, but it's between Ronaldo and Bailly for man of the match. But I think, Ronaldo will probably get man of the match because he scores the goals. But for me, Eric Bailly was absolutely fantastic. Guys, I'm going to end the live stream in the next few minutes. So any questions you have for me, anything you want me to read out, please do pop them down below in the chat. And as always, smash that like button if you have not already. We are going for 500 likes. So please do smash a like on the video. If you have not already. I think we're really, really close to 500 likes. Let me have a look. We've got 300 people watching. We're already on 500 likes, so it doesn't matter. So just subscribe. But we've got a few minutes left. Thank you very much for the super chat. Do you think Maguire would still be captain if a new manager comes in? Well, with a manager like Conte, he would have been benched for like 5 games. Yeah, 100%. I think Maguire, if Maguire is putting in the performances he's putting in right now under a new manager, he would probably be dropped of captaincy. I think, if we see Maguire how he was maybe at the end of last season, he plays well, potentially not. But I think Ronaldo shows that he is the captain of this club. He's carrying this club. He's the one when all the players are turning on Ole after the 5-0 loss to Liverpool. Ronaldo's the player coming in and telling everyone to back Ole, to play for Ole. Ronaldo's the reason this club is not in a relegation scrapping out the Champions League already. But I think a new manager would come in and drop Fred, Scott, McTominay, and Maguire. Definitely. Bruno's first half 7, second half more like a 5. Yeah, but he got none of the ball. He was starved of service because the midfielders couldn't pass to him. And it just shows how bad we are. Can't break similar teams down. Ole has no clue tactically, clueless, and players need to be sold. Pogba's attitude stinks. I don't think Pogba has an attitude problem. I just think Pogba probably isn't playing for the manager, which could be an attitude problem. But Pogba's a good player. She's just not playing to his best, and it's frustrating. And people saying Ronaldo needs to be captain. But guys, I am going to end the live stream here. Thank you everybody that tuned into today's live stream. I'm going to be live tomorrow night with a Manchester United news update, giving you all the latest on news and all of that. And then I will be live again at the weekend. I'll be live Friday night for the Manchester United versus Manchester City match preview. I'll be live Saturday for Manchester United versus Man City watch along. And then I'll be live an hour after the match on Saturday for the Manchester United versus Manchester City match reaction. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe for that, by the way, guys. I will be live throughout the week. So make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're on the road to 22,000 subscribers. So it'll be absolutely crazy if we can hit it. We need 50 more of the 250 people watching to subscribe to hit that target of 22k, which will be crazy. So smash a like on the video, smash the subscribe. Thank you for watching this match reaction. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye. Thanks everyone in the chat.